Hi, this is Don McAllister and welcome to another Screencasts Online weekly tip video. I find I use copy and paste an awful lot in macOS, and while it's great to be able to select text from the majority of apps, there are instances where it's not selectable. This week's tip is all about an inexpensive utility from the Mac App Store that turns pretty much everything on your Mac into selectable text, even images. The utility is called Picatext. So this is Picatext across over on the Mac App Store. I'm actually going to use the Mac App Store as an example as to what I mean about not being able to select text. So let's say I wanted to actually use this opening paragraph describing Picatext in a review I was doing, but if I try and select the screen, this is unselectable text. So what I need to do with Picatext installed, I just bring up the Picatext window and then I can just click on this button here. It gives me a cursor control. If I actually just drag across the area of the screen that I want to capture, let go. And there we go. There is the text, the editable, selectable text in Picatext itself. So I can copy this to the clipboard. I can send it across to a word processing document and edit that text. Now, even better is that you can set up a keyboard shortcut so that you can get directly to the Picatext application. To do that, if we go down to this cogwheel, and then for the keyboard shortcut, they recommend Control-Option-Command-P. So I'll go with that. I can also put the recognized text directly into the clipboard once it's selected, and I can launch Picatext on login. So let's go ahead and do that. So if I go over here now, let's say we want to grab these bullet points. So Control-Option-Command-P. I get my little cursor control, just paint the area of the screen that I want to capture, let go, and there we go. Across in the Picatext window, I have the detail of the text that's been captured. If I just go to the bottom and do a Command V, that text is also in my clipboard as well, so I can copy it straight into another application. Now it supports over 40 languages, so currently we're on English, but all these different languages it recognizes and will OCR, because that's basically what it's doing. It's doing OCR in the background, optical character recognition, and as I say, it supports up to 40 languages. Now, because I'm actually just painting an area of the screen, this will work for images as well. So if you have text in an image, you can capture the text from an image. Or if you want to, if you have something a bit more complicated, you can actually upload the file to the Picatext server. It will OCR it for you and then deliver it back down to you. So let me show you how that works. If I actually just, well, let's use this same window. I'll just delete this text. In fact, let me go across to the Finder. Yeah, I've got this code snippet.png file. So this is just a screenshot of some code that I was looking at earlier. You'll see, so this is some HTML code and some PHP code. But let's say I wanted to actually convert this and use this code in another application or edit the code. So what I would do is I would, over here on the Picatext window, click the upload button. And now I need to navigate to here. So I'll just drag this file across to this window here. We'll say open, give it a few seconds, and there we go. That image file, don't forget that's a PNG file, an image file, has been OCR'd and is now available to me. Obviously, with it being code, I'd need to go through and just double check, but you can see here that that looks pretty comprehensive as far as I can see. So go ahead, try Picatext out. It's £3.99 in the UK. Well worth it. It's a great little utility to have in your tool bag. If you want to learn more about using your Apple devices, there are over 700 full video tutorials available to Screencast Online members, covering all aspects of the Mac, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and even the Apple TV. Now, all full members receive a new Apple-related video tutorial each and every week, as well as a free subscription to the Screencast Online monthly magazine, packed with videos and articles on getting the most out of your Apple devices. Now, you can get your free 14-day trial membership over at ScreenCastsOnline.com or check out some of the free content over on the SCO Showcase app on the iPad, iPhone, and Apple TV. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another tip, so I'll speak to you then.